Hello everyone, I've got a replay for you today of Temple of the Past. I'm playing on Brutal difficulty as Swann, level 15, and my partner is Karax, level 13. His name's Cypher. I'm doing the turret method as asked, and I'm going to show you how effective this method is. I'm going to be using a couple firebats, even though I'm using the turret method, but I need to do that to take out the Void Thrashers because they're away from the base. But for the rest of the battle, for this co-op mission, I'm going to be using all turrets. And it worked out really nicely because my partner, Karax, is also doing the defense method. So we're going to have a super strong stronghold. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I've got the big laser drill. It's going to be important to get that fully upgraded. So what I'm starting doing is trying to get the economy going. Make sure to get that supply depot built right when you get to 13 or 14 supply. Otherwise you'll get supply cap. That's always really annoying.
Keep the bad guys off it. Simple.
And basically what I'm going to be doing for this first couple 5 minutes is really focusing on getting gas, because that's what I'm going to need a lot of. And I'm going to try to get my expansion as soon as possible. See, I'm putting down a factory already. For those of you who don't know, you can actually build a barracks with Swann, so make sure to get that factory as soon as possible to get the rest of your structures. And you can see how I put down 2 gas right away. It may be ineffective to do this method of putting down gas on both of your geysers right away, but I found it to work just fine. So that's really important. And then same, these drones that go on the geysers, make sure to do that as soon as possible. I forgot to do that until about halfway. Well, I need to say it like this. So for my base, I get the drones on, and then for my ally's base, I get the drones on his gas. But our expansions, I forget to do that until about halfway through this replay, and you'll see that here. I also am kind of careless with my gas. I forget to put SCVs on one of my expansion's gases, and you'll see that too. So I'm sorry if that bothers some of you. I messed up there for sure. Okay, and you can see right here I'm creating a firebat to go destroy those rocks for that expansion just right away. And I've already got the engineering bay because I want to get upgrades for my structures. I'm getting the armor upgrade first, and then I'll probably get the turret range next.
It appears the enemy is advancing. Prepare to meet them in combat.
And then right here, I already went to go build a defense, but I didn't actually need to build this defense because my teammate's going to use his abilities, which Karax has some really strong abilities. Oh, and another thing you're going to see right here, Swann at level 15 can use all of his SCVs to build a single structure at the same time. It'll make your building process go faster.
Combat drop ready for deployment. Add-on complete.
Okay. Oh, I might not actually get that one. Oh, yep. I'm getting the attack. I'm increasing the attack speed first. And then blaster, I believe they're called blaster billies. Yeah, blaster billies. Make sure to put those in the back. And then have your defenses that hide under the ground and shoot fire. Don't remember the names of those ones, but make sure to always have those in the front of your blaster billies. Just because the units aren't going to see them right away, and then they have a splash attack, and then your blaster billies can hammer with the heavy single fire damage. I find that method to work out pretty well. And then you can see I'm getting up my armory now. You're going to want to get the armory as soon as possible again too, just to upgrade those firebats for when you need to take out the Void Thrashers.
Yes, sir. SCV ready.
Was that called a Flaming Betty? I think that's what I saw. Flaming Betties go in the front.
Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
Yep.
Blaster Billy and Flaming Betties. I love the names.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, I just need one more SCV on my gas. I need to make sure not to get myself supply blocked again. I am capped right now. I'm going to try to take care of that right away. And I'm going to make sure to put defenses on the right side of my base as well right away, because before you know it, you're going to have units coming through that way, and if you're not prepared on brutal difficulty, you're definitely going to lose. Make sure to have, if you're using this method for Swann, make sure to get defenses up on both sides of your base. You don't need to worry about the top of your base, the very top, top left, or the northeast corner of your base, until later, a little bit later in this mission. Okay, and then you're going to see with my Ares, my battle bots, as soon as I kill these units, I'm going to go straight for the bonus objective. Because these guys have limited life, it's best to make full use of their life. They're probably not going to completely get very much damage on this bonus objective because of this second wave that's coming in, but these Ares units, it's still most effective to send them straight for that bonus objective rather than just having them sit in your base not doing anything.
The zenith stones near the temple have become unstable. It may be wise to dispose of them.
And as you can see, I'm trying to make sure to just attack, move, attack, move. That's probably one of the best things you can do with those types of units. Okay, now I'm just looking through these upgrades. Definitely get the attack and armor upgrades for your vehicles.
The temple is under siege from a Void Thrasher. Slay it before it deals too much damage.
Okay, I'm making some turrets for detection just in case there's Dark Templars or anything else that can avoid detection. And now I'm sending 2 of my firebats to go attack that Void Thrasher. Now, something else to note is that your units, as soon as they start attacking the Void Thrasher will stop attacking your temple because it gets distracted and attacks your units instead. So as long as you can micro your units effectively, you won't take any base temple damage, and you should be able to take out these things with like 1 or 2 units pretty effectively. If you don't keep these valleys clear though, where these Void Thrashers are going to be sitting, eventually the enemy will build structures and they'll have units waiting for you, so you aren't going to be able to use just 1 or 2 units at a time. So just make sure to watch out for that. Because of this playstyle, that's going to happen to me, and even if when I send about 10-15 firebats out to go kill the Void Thrasher, they're probably not going to make it just because of all the units waiting for me already. Now as you can see on the right side of my base right there, I already had those defenses waiting for that wave that came at my base.
Hybrid detected.
And then what I'm doing right here, just enforcing the front line. Just keep doing that throughout the mission, and you'll do just fine on this. Keep a couple SCVs by your defenses, and then just stack on as many of these blasting billies, the flaming betties, and your turrets. Just keep adding on to them at the wall. And if you keep up this method, the defenses are actually really tough for Swann. And if they have something to repair them, you'll be golden. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. The laser drill actually repairs a structure or vehicular unit. I think it can repair up to 4 units at a time once you're maxed out as Swann. So that's another thing that'll keep your defenses alive. Don't forget to upgrade your laser drill either. Just constantly get those upgrades for the laser drill because it can do more damage, and then you're going to unlock its special abilities. See, look at that. They just really can't do anything to the defense line on either side right now. Now would be a good time, as you can see what I'm doing right now, to add SCVs to your expansion. It would probably be a good idea for you to do a little bit sooner than I did in this replay, just to get that economy stronger as soon as you can. And another thing you should start thinking about right now is adding defenses on that northeast area. See how neither of us have put any defenses there yet? That's something that we need to start focusing on right away. Otherwise, we're going to be caught off guard.
What's the story?
Hybrid detected. Marking location now.
Ah yes, Banshees. They can definitely go cloaked. As you can see, they're cloaking right now. But because I have detection, I was already ready for those guys. These waves really just aren't able to do anything to our base.
Bad news?
Okay, so if I was to replay this right now, I would make sure to put drones on all of the geysers.
Signatures.
Your geysers and your teammates' geysers. Right about now would be a good time to put drones on everything. They only cost 100 minerals and 100 gas. Make sure you have all of the upgrades in your engineering bay,
Amon is assailing the
and
temple with a
as you
Void
can see what I'm doing right now,
Thrashers.
get the upgrades for your attack and armor for your vehicles.
Gotcha.
I believe I also just got a range upgrade for my vehicles right there. Okay, now I'm going to send my firebats down to go get that Void Thrasher. I'll probably go focus on the bonus objective right after I kill it.
SCV ready.
Oh, and you can see right here, I have both of my bases rallied to the expansion mineral line. Just a helpful tip, that is. So just rally both of your bases to the same spot. Then you can have all of your SCVs going, and you don't really have to worry about it. You can just click your hotkey and then press S a bunch of times for your SCVs.
Hybrid signature detected.
Okay.
I see.
And now, right now would be a good time to focus on that bonus objective.
Void Thrasher neutralized.
You can see I have a couple SCVs idle right here. Make sure to keep that up. Now you can see I made some of these
SCV ready.
Flaming Bettys and Blasting Billies, but I didn't make enough. But my teammate was on top of it. He used one of his strongest abilities on the wave that came straight at me. Straight at us, actually. So we didn't really have to worry about anything. But I should have been more prepared. If you don't have a teammate that's prepared, then you guys are going to be in trouble. One of you has to be on top of things.
Our allies are being attacked.
So make sure to have that northeast corner prepared sooner than I did. So what was that? The 16-minute mark for Starcraft time? That's about the time that they're going to attack from that northeast corner. So maybe start adding defenses to the northeast corner around the 14-minute mark of Starcraft time. That's a helpful note to mark down, I would say.
Enemy drop pods incoming.
Okay, and then as time goes on, there's going to be drop pods
Under attack.
around the 17-minute mark of the co-op mission.
Amon has summoned
As you
the
can
Void
see, the
Thrashers.
northeast corner, that's where we're being
Severely harm the
attacked.
temple for as long
I
as
didn't
it
go look at it, but you can see on the mini-map. So those drops are going to spawn drop right next to your temple. And what you're going to want to do is start building defenses actually right around your temple. As you can see, my teammate is doing that.
All day long.
He started doing it far before I did, but we're going to really make quite the bunker.
Our allies
Just doing a little more fortifications right here.
I'm in a heat.
Your laser drill automatically focuses on any enemy that it can see. Now you can see I transformed my firebats into Hellions to travel faster, but as soon as you get to their enemy, you're going to want to transform back into Hellbats right away, because Hellions are really, they're quite weak. They don't have a lot of armor, and I believe their hit points even drop. So as soon as you get, maybe their hit points don't drop, but they have much less armor. As soon as you get to the enemy, you're going to want to transform them back into firebats to be able to take hits. And I believe they do a little bit more damage in firebat form.
Go ahead. We'll butter my biscuit. SCV ready.
Our
I
allies
can't build here.
Now you can see I have an excess of minerals and gas. I'm just going to start spawning a lot of turrets. And if that happens to you, do the same thing.
Our allies' base is under attack. Our
Also, make sure to keep watching your supply. I don't really have to worry about it too much because of the the strategy that I'm using. But it's always a smart thing to keep on your mind.
base is under attack.
Now you can see I rallied my workers to go build all those structures, but it's probably not going to work that well because my teammate's going to start building where I wanted to build, and then the enemy's also going to drop on top of my SCVs, so that'll kind of halt that operation.
SCV ready.
Once again, just preemptively building some more supply depots.
I'm sending a special delivery now. Hope you like warbots.
These guys are nasty. They drop down that circle, and whatever's in the circle they can target and shoot very high damaging shots at.
Enemy drop pods incoming.
Amon's forces are attacking the temple.
Yeah, there you can see.
Warriors,
Dropped right in on
ready
top
for
of us.
defenses. They will soon be tested.
Okay, so far we already have 2 of the 3 bonus objectives. We've got 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. We just need to go take out that bonus objective as soon as possible. And I need to make sure to get these firebats back to my base. It's important not to lose your units.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
The surplus of resources is great, but bad at the same time. It's showing that I'm not using my resources effective enough.
Our allies are being attacked.
Also, you can see I don't have 2. I need 3 workers on the gas. There you go. Got that fixed. I still need to drop drones. Yep, I'm just realizing to drop drones now. Took me long enough. Getting all squared away on everything. When you have a little downtime like this, that's a good thing to do. Check your supply line, check your gas, check your expansion supply line and gas. Check to make sure you have all your vehicle upgrades if you're using the same strategy as me. Make sure you have all the upgrades for your structures at the engineering
We
bay,
must fight with all we have.
and make sure that you have all of the laser drill upgrades.
It seems we will have
Whenever
to
you
use
have a
the
little
Void
break in
Thrashers
action,
time.
that's a good thing to do. Just have a little list of things to go through as quick as you can. Okay, now you're going to see that we have got Void Thrashers attacking from both sides. But because of these huge waves attacking us, we can't quite go get the Void Thrashers. So we might actually end up not being able to destroy these Void Thrashers by the end of this match.
Activate. Our
The good part, though,
research and create
is that
much more
our temple has a ton of health, and we've only got 3 minutes left in this match. So the chances of us actually losing are very unlikely because the Void Thrashers do not do enough damage. We also do not have enough units to actually go push for those Void Thrashers because of all the structures that have been built up along the way towards those Void Thrashers.
Man, I hate those things.
So, like I was saying before, if I was a little more on top of things, I would have used all of my minerals and made more firebats. More units. So maybe build 2 or 3 factories instead of just 1 like I did, and put those fusion cores on them so you can have 2 pump out at the same time, plus a tech lab for the upgrades, and pump out a bunch of firebats with those extra resources. Then if you have those firebats, you can take out these last two guys shooting at the temple. If you're in a more sticky situation than we were. Void Thrashers, there we go. Last 2 guys, what am I saying? Yeah. If you had enough firebats, then you could go take out those last 2 Void Thrashers. You can see my teammate's able to get his guy, but I was underperforming here.
My warriors have fallen to our foe.
But if you look at it, this is brutal difficulty, and brutal difficulty is really quite tough. Especially on this mission. I still think this one's the toughest one.
Our ally is under attack.
Okay, game's starting to lag a little bit because so much is happening. Sorry for that. You can see I'm just trying to focus on this defense line. I want to make sure nothing gets through. Still, I'm trying to get that Void Thrasher, but you can see they've got bunkers, they've got turrets, siege tanks, and marines waiting for me. I'm not going to get through. There's only 1 second left, don't need to worry about it. Laser beam that last siege tank, and that's all I needed to do. And there it is. I think we still had about 1,600 hit points left. That's pretty good. So there's a victory. Sorry I didn't show you guys at the beginning that this was on brutal difficulty, but you'll see in a second here just to prove that. Okay, got the victory, and then you'll see stats, experience. I'm going to pause it right here. You can see that it automatically went to brutal difficulty, and the selected mission was Temple of the Past. So that's where the settings were once I started this mission. So I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and if you guys have any suggestions, or if you want me to show you anything else, any type of cool strategies, I'll try it out and see what I can do. Also, if whoever asked me to do this replay, if this was what you wanted, let me know. If it wasn't, I'll try again and try to make another video of what you like. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys in the next video.